Yes, I invited him. Um, Before we begin the session, I would like to quickly give a short introduction for both our speakers. And I'm extremely sorry we're running out of time, so we are quickly trying to, fit in as many speakers as possible and take as many learnings as possible from them. So Dr. Vinita Apte here is the founder director for TERI Policy Center TER Policy Center. And she started this NGO with the motto, to think is good, but to act is better. She has developed more than 10 forestries in the high mountain ranges through the private-public partnership model. With a strong communication background, she was working as a consultant in the United Nations Environment Program Paris and developed their media strategy, outreaching strategy for social media, implemented through the PPP model. Dr. Apte has represented India in many international conferences on climate change. Can we please have a huge round of applause for her, please? Thank you. And then we have with us Mr. Jean Paul, and just a second. Mr. Jean is the country coordinator for netzero organization in Democratic Republic of Congo. Prior to this, he was a teaching assistant at Hope University of Congo and also has worked as a supervising agronomist in the food security project with CEF and ZOA in collaboration with UK Aid in Fiji. He has more than 5 years of experience in the environmental field and has been a climate activist advocating for the establishment of fund for loss and damage in Democratic Republic of Congo, and is an expert in the conservation of biodiversity and environmental ecosystems. He has a master's in agricultural sciences from Botswana University of Agriculture and Natural Resources, and a bachelor's in natural resources from University of Goma. He is also a published author with many publications and presentations to his credit. Can we please have a round of applause for Mr. Jean? And with that, we begin our second session. Due to paucity of time, I would request the speakers to kindly wrap up the session within 20 minutes, if you can. It would be the request.
No, we'll try, but it has to be started from the first session, not at the last sessions. To wrap up. But I will try because I really don't want to talk much. I am totally on the implementation ground. So I am Dr. Vinita Apte, running an organization called TER Policy Center. TER means Earth in French, and we stand for Technology, Education, Research and Rehabilitation for the Environment. When we are talking about sustainable education, I always have a theory of a very small things where we can take care of it and we will go towards to sustainable. So sustainable is itself is a self-exclamatory words. So my theory is S for streams. If you can take care of small stream, it will definitely goes a bigger way to the ocean. And we did not take care of the ocean. It itself take care, and the nature and the sustainability goes. The U is stand for urbanization. So how you know the cities have a swelling. Many people are coming there just for their survival, just for the education and so many things. So if the migration of the village, if you go to your villages and you make the sustainable villages, survival of the people through the means and through the lifestyle, the urbanization will definitely get controlled. And you will again have a good sustainable future. Again, there is a S. S means I always feel that it's a solar power. We have a lot of solar power in India. When Dr. Kalam was a president, he used to tell the people that the developed countries or the countries where there is not a solar power, they have to invest because they have money. And those countries like even the DRC, the Africa, many regions of Africa, they have a lot of solar power but less money. So the developed countries can contribute for their technologies, for the solar power, solar stations, that's again we are sustainable. Say the T for technology, again the technology transfers. Technology is for the good environment, technology is for fight climate change, will give you a sustainable lifestyle. A for air pollution, again you have to control the air pollution by your lifestyle, not going too much technical, not going with the air conditioner. Adaptation of the weather is the key for sustainability. I is for innovation. The young children who are in front of me and wherever I go they meet, all these young people have a good potential of getting the innovative research, getting the innovative technologies, getting the innovative knowledge how to transform the world. You have that power. My government led by Prime Minister Modi ji always tells that young generation is the power of India. And we have that power is like anything. So for us and for the young generation, the sky is the limit. So you go for the innovative technologies, you find out innovation where the path leads to sustainability. And N is care for nature. So nature is the only thing you can nurture and you will get back the good nature for your life. So with this, I want to learn my friend Jean Paul. He came a long way, far-flungs actually. DRC, when we heard the name Congo, we always feel that unsafe, unsecure. And in that place, Jean Paul is working for the sustainable environment. They have a lot of projects with the children, with the social agroforestry, the new agriculture methods. And I would like to learn with you from your organization what kind of things you are doing and what kind of projects you are implementing in DRC as well as in nearby Africa.
Thank you.
Over to you. Yeah.
I think we can
You want?
projects my slides.
Who is there for the technical support? He has a PowerPoint. It's there? You can go here. You can connect it from the podium. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I want to show you our experience in greening education for sustainable future, case of DRC at Uvira. The greening school had been integrated by netzero DRC into the framework of youth environmental education, entirely with climate change consequences and prevention and mitigation mechanisms. The massive destruction of forest ecosystems in the DRC is one of increase. During our reflection on holistic approach, we noticed that basic education was lacking and that people were learning environmental values too late. However, netzero DRC had introduced environmental education for young people in education setting as sustainable strategy for changing the attitude and of future adult tomorrow's decision makers. This is one photo. Environmental degradation in the Itombwe Highlands classes at Bichombo Primary School. Objectives: global, involve young people in sustainable management of their local environment through basic education in schools. Specific objectives: training students in tree production, train students to plant trees, restore schools, grounds, raise awareness in local communities of the need to restore the environment and use energy efficiently. Teach people's basic environmental skills so that they can gradually become involved in mechanisms for combating climate change and conserving natural resources. Stakeholders, pupils in the beneficiary schools, communities living near the beneficiary schools, teaching staff in beneficiary schools, local authority, and areas where the schools are located. Identify the beneficiary schools. The beneficiary schools have been chosen on the basis of criteria having 1 or more hectares to be reforested, a sustainable causes from planting trees. Participating in the nursery operations, raising people's awareness of environment issues, biodiversity, climate change, and natural resources. Planting trees in the school. Setting up environmental ambassadors club. Setting up nurseries. Distributing seedling to local community. Results obtained. 10 schools were identified and the beneficiaries of the project. 2,507 beneficiary people from these schools, 750,000 seedling produced in various schools nurseries. 137 hectare surface area of schools reforested. 163 hectare area communities reforested. 18 teaching staff from beneficiary schools trained. 25 champion clubs set up by environmental ambassadors. Gender inclusion. Among the 2,507 students who benefited, 675 are the girls and 1,832 boys. That is 27% girls and 53 boys.
73.
Yes. Gender inclusion. The 18 members of the teaching staff who benefited from the training courses included 53 men and 25 women. That is 66.25 men and 33.55 women. Challenge first. The approach is new and not yet well understood by schools managers. Disruption to the normally timetable of the beneficiary schools. No specific best opportunity from environmental education in greening school. Lack of specific pedagogically approach for leaders when supervising people during environmental activities. Some activity carried out with pupils from the greening school. Teachers and the children from the Bijombo school are helping to plant fruit trees in the school yard. Pupils from the Miramba school plant trees in their classroom during the manual work lesson. The pupils in the first year on primary school at the Odari school, together with them members of the school tree brigades, receive guidance from the teacher accompanied by the agronomist before planting the seedling in the school playground to create the green belt. An awareness-raising session for children at Kibati School on the importance of the green belt and the trees at school. Pupils, teachers, the parents, community, and the head teacher attend the green school events. A teacher at Mauno Elementary School showing a child how to transplant the seedling. A student from the Umoja school plants the tree in the school yard. Mr. Jean-Paul, country's coordinator and structure, the president of the Environmental Champions Club before planting the seedling in the school's green belt. A team of environmental ambassadors, girls from Hima High School, receive instruction on tree planting and management. Mr. Jean-Paul teaches environmental champion from Bijombo Primary School how to maintain trees in nurseries. A team of environmental ambassadors from Luala High School received instructions on tree planting and management. I have some recommendations for governments. Integrated environmental education based on the greening school approach in schools. UNESCO, United Nations Environment Program, and WWF advocacy to civil society organizations to obtain adequate funding for greening school projects so that primary and secondary school children also know how to combat climate change. And other participants from the various countries here can also apply this same system to combat climate change. Many thanks for your kids' attention.
Thank you, Mr. Jean and Dr. Vinita, for such a motivating, inspiring work that we do on the ground. It's so endearing to hear of all the experiences that we can learn from. Maybe what we actually thought of, because we're running short of time, and I'm extremely sorry for that. Can we please continue the sessions, and then we can have the discussion outside with the speakers? Can we do that? Before that.
Annoyed with, anyway, we'll talk afterwards.
Before that, I request Dr. Vinita to kindly felicitate Mr. Jean Paul. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.